So I'm looking back through the scriptures and I'm seeing these people that God has picked to accomplish his tasks. And I'm sure you've heard this before. I've said it before, but it is no less stunning when you stop and go back and look. I'm thinking about guys like Moses, who, yes, he was brought up in Pharaoh's household, but then he killed that one slave driver and then went into exile until God said, hey, I need you to go back and get my people. Moses said, nah. And so then God said, yeah. And Moses said, nah. And God said, yeah. So he does, gets his people out. And Moses wasn't anything special. At least he claimed he wasn't anything special. And arguing with God is not a, real admirable trait, although I've been known to argue with him sometimes on a daily basis. Then you look at people like Rahab that hides the Israelite spies. Rahab's a prostitute. What the heck's God using a prostitute for to help rescue his people, take Jericho down, And the answer to that, the short answer to that is, but he does. And he keeps using ordinary people to do extraordinary things. And the list doesn't end. Even the moms of the Israelite people, Sarah, barren. Isaac's wife, Rebekah, barren. Jacob's wife, Rachel, barren. Even Jesus' mom was a virgin. He keeps doing stuff that make you want to go. And so I find myself doing that time and time and time again. But God is doing his thing, and he's using the people who are at least willing to try. And that's the thing. He's using people to accomplish his purposes. Sometimes you don't have much of a choice. You're doing it, like Moses. But sometimes people are just kind of like, you know what? If that's what you need, I'll do it, but no promises. And that's kind of where I am in life right now, where God is asking me to do some things that I don't want to do, that I don't think I'm particularly good at, that I would much rather have passed off on somebody else. And so I find myself pretty frequently looking to heaven going, okay, but you know what you signed up for here. I'm going to do the best I can with this, but no promises. To which God, I'm sure, is looking at me and saying, just close your mouth and do it. Watch and see. He used to say stuff, through the prophets to the people where he'd be like, hey, you watch, I'm going to do some stuff that's going to make your skin crawl. That's going to give you these goosebumps, and God is still doing that. And so I'm also waiting to see what God is doing in our own society. Something's going on. There's a battle between the light and the dark going on. And it's funny how even in movies and in books that you read and all these stories that you hear, it seems that evil always seems to hold the upper hand, that evil is winning. But then I'm reminded that evil can't win. Evil's already lost. All evil is doing is flailing. That's all it's doing. And so I know that the Lord has stuff for me coming. I don't know what it is. And I don't know why he's doing it the way he's doing it. And I don't know why he's using me. But he does stuff like that all the time. And I'm guessing he's probably using you for something. And I don't know how much time you spend sitting back and thinking about, okay, how is it exactly that God is using my life to bring him glory? Maybe you don't think that way. But I think you ought to sit back and think about it. And did you know that it's okay to know God is using you to do something? I mean, Paul would say, if I'm going to boast, I'm going to boast in the Lord. Now he's like, I've got this stupid stuff, like I'm an awesome Jew and I'm Pharisee and I'm this and I'm that, but all of that is ridiculous. But the stuff God is doing, that's what I'm going to brag about. I was talking with one of my friends who said, how come the church doesn't celebrate much the accomplishments of the children of God. And if you think about it, we don't. We don't do a whole lot of praising of each other for things that we've accomplished in the Lord. You know, I don't stand up and take a whole lot of pride in the things that God is accomplishing through me, because we think that's oh so very bad.